With that said, Brian, widget of the week, something you utilize to make your life easier, have more fun, make more money. What do you got for us?
So this is a combination between if you like Amazon and the ease of ordering things online, and you like Costco and getting like hot tubs in groups of 6, this is the app for you, especially if you don't have a specific time where it needs to be delivered. And this is, do you know what I'm talking about? No, you weren't even listening.
Nope.
Alibaba or AliExpress is kind of like the Amazon bulk ordering thing. I know a lot of people use this to do drop shipping or whatever, but it's basically like Amazon, but you usually buy in bulk. So you would buy, instead of buying one microphone for $9, you'd buy 100 for $50. And so the cost per piece is significantly lower. This is great if you are running a team and you want to have a bunch of things for your team or for your clients. Again, the lead time, it's coming from China, so it's going to take a little while. But if you're building out kits of some sort, AliExpress is kind of their consumer version, and Alibaba.com is their kind of their business version. And you can get a bunch of cool shit for really cheap. It just takes a while to get here.
Especially when things get stuck on shipping containers for a few months.
Yeah, I bought some buttons and switches. I was going to build a little box for my kids so they can do stuff, and then I was going to like wire it together, and then it got really complicated. So I've got buttons and switches in a box.
I made one of those for Nixon. I spent like $50 at Home Depot and had all these latches, and I was like, I could have just bought this shit on Amazon for like $5.
Dude, they're expensive. They're like $150 to get. Yeah.
The sensory boxes, I think they call them.
Yeah, but I wanted one with like buttons and
actual
lights
wires and lights. Okay.
So I hit up my dad's friends. I'm like, can you guys do it? And they're like, it's Halloween. I can't do anything right now. I'm like, well, talk to you later.
That's when Radio Shack was good for that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, R.I.P. Radio Shack. All right, cool. The one I want to share, this is a new one we literally just implemented on our team here in the last week. And one of the things that we saw within our team is that our agents constantly, we had like we were using Workplace, we're moving over to Slack. We had this channel for haves and wants. So if you have a buyer who is looking for something particular, you would be like, oh, I got a buyer who is looking for this. And then you got a seller, like, I got this new listing. And it's just so hard to find stuff. And it's like somebody would post something, but you'd forget about it. And it was just a mess. So we really wanted to find a new system where we could really make things easy. So if you got a buyer who's looking for something, obviously you have your search on the MLS, but you want to know about like what's coming soon or pocket listings and whatnot, which now obviously Clear Cooperation, you could share within your office. So make sure you comply with all those rules, blah, blah, blah. But this system allows you to, if you're working with a buyer, put your search in. And now if somebody on your team has something coming soon or they have a pocket listing, they put it in the system, and the system's like, oh, well, we got a buyer, boom, it notifies you just like an IDX solution or an MLS does, but now this is for pre-MLS or pocket listings. So if you have a buyer, you put the info in, or if you have a seller, you put the info in. And so it allows you, let's say you're on the buy side of things, it allows you to look like a badass to your buyers because you're telling them about stuff that's not on the MLS yet, which is a huge degree of separation from your competition. And then if you're on the sell side, it's really good. You're going into a listing appointment. You could punch in the details of somebody's property and you'd be like, look, I already got like 4 buyers in the system that are looking for a property like this. We could possibly do this deal without ever even going on the MLS. You don't have to deal with the showings or the open houses. So super cool tool. It's called Raven, like the bird, Raven. And yeah, super stoked on this system. This is a new one that we're just integrated into our business.
Raven.io?
I think it's .raven.re.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, it's .re.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's way better.
Yeah, so super cool system. We just implemented it, so it's still pretty new for us, but so far the agents seem to be pretty stoked on it. And it's just a much needed thing now, especially if you're with a bigger brokerage too, right? You can share listings within your brokerage and still be in compliance with Clear Cooperation. So the bigger the brokerage, the more beneficial this is.
And the thing that I really like about it is they did, I think, a really, really good job of being able to communicate who has what, but still keeping your listing or your buyer's information private. So I can see, oh, Kyle has a person for this, but they're not going to be like, yeah, go ahead and call Kyle's client Bob and Mary. Like, that's not going to be a thing.
For sure.
But then it goes, oh, I'll call Kyle and say, hey, it says you have someone in your database. Who is it? Let's do a deal.
Yep. So killer system to replace a haves and want channel. So hopefully you guys got a ton of value out of the show today. And again, I'm Kyle Whissel with EXP here in San Diego, along with Mr. Brian Kochi. I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Whissel Way podcast.
See you guys next week.
Wait. Before you leave, I want to share some more tips and tricks that we're using in our business to take it to that next level. Just click right here. And don't forget to subscribe. Click right here.